We're here today in Glendale on a chilly Phoenix morning. We had to shovel the driveway, get all the snow out of the way so we can get to the backyard. So this one's actually, we're doing a Sonoran Desert Tortoise burrow today, which is normally pretty easy. They're pretty small, but this one comes with a lot of challenges. We've been here for about 45 minutes trying to figure out exactly where we're gonna build it and how we're gonna build it there. So we think we've come up with a plan, but we'll show you what we worked through to get to this point. So we'll go in the backyard and check it out. All right, so our initial thought, I got pictures and videos, we were gonna build it somewhere here in the yard. We thought this would be a good spot, kind of up against the wall, out of the way. So our plan when we got here this morning was gonna be right here. But you can see there's pool equipment over there, and there's a pool over here, which means those lines are gonna run right through here to the pool. We also have sprinkler lines all throughout the yard. So obviously digging here, we're gonna hit all the lines. So our next thought was up against this wall over here maybe. And again, sprinklers run all through here. This is a super big mature tree. Those roots are all over the yard. So we kind of ran out of ideas in the yard. It's just, there's so many variables here that it doesn't seem like any place we picked was gonna be the best place. So she showed us the place where a tortoise usually hangs out. She's got a little garden area back here, which is super cool, super shaded. Good spot for the tortoise. But this corner makes the most sense. And if you look that way, you can see bringing a wheelbarrow in here really isn't an option. So we're making things difficult on ourselves. So we've come up with our best plan is we're gonna wheel the wheelbarrow right up to the wall on the outside, and we're gonna throw just a little over 2,000 pounds of dirt, one shovel at a time, over the wall onto this area. So not ideal, but it's not too bad. We've done worse, so we'll make it happen. So they got all kinds of cool stuff planted. Yeah, just a cool little garden area. It's a pretty cool spot. Stays nice and cool on this side of the house, I think. All these plants and the shade. I feel so official just having cones. I spent probably 2 hours yesterday getting everything loaded up and ready. It takes a lot of preparation to come do one of these things. So here's my stack of miracle stones. New shipment came in from Australia yesterday. You can see they gave us some of these smaller pieces. We're gonna piece these together in the bottom of that burrow to block off his path forward. About $8 million stack of miracle stones right there, imported from across the world. So we've got a lot of comments lately about people say their tortoises build their own burrows so they don't have to build one for them, which is awesome. If that works out and you can make sure they build a safe burrow, then that's great. But you gotta understand in the wild, these tortoises, a desert tortoise has so many different things available to it. It has rock ledges and plants to go under, all kinds of different things that a lot of backyards may not have. So that's why we help them. We've had a lot of customers tell us horror stories in the past where their tortoise has built a burrow, gone in, it's rained, and they're so far back there they can't see them. It ends up flooding and they drown and the tortoise dies. Or they dig so far back and the soil's not hard enough and it collapses on them and they suffocate back there. So they do in the wild build their own burrows, and they can in captivity too, but you just gotta make sure that it's a safe one. So that's where we come in. When we bring these tubes, we ensure that as much dirt as you want to put on top of that, this tube's not going to collapse, and then we do our best to waterproof it. I mean, no burrow is 100% for sure not going to flood, but we do a pretty good job to make sure that doesn't happen. So that's the difference in building your own burrow and letting your tortoise do it, is we make sure we build a safe one that's not going to flood or cave in. Son of a... when we push the wheelbarrow full of dirt, it's heavy, so we like to avoid going across the lawn if we can, because it'll kind of make a little indentation. So you can see this one, we've got to go straight across this lawn right to our spot. I have beautiful winter grass growing, so we talked to them about that, and we told them, you know, we might make a little indentation. They're totally fine with it. They said no problem. I mean, it's grass, it'll spring back. And before we leave, we'll run the brush over it a little bit, the broom, and kind of spruce it back up. But now our main goal is to get 2,000 pounds of dirt over that wall. Now we got the burrow prepared.
Remember that show where the neighbor always talked across the fence?
Wilson? Is that his name? Wilson, yeah. Home Improvement. That should be all of our builds from now on, just me at a fence. Can't see my face. Yeah, Wilson was the guy on the show that always gave good advice through the fence. We could do that, just give Tortoise facts over the fence. So it is 4 days till Christmas. So this Tortoise is gonna get himself a nice new Christmas burrow. You can see here in Phoenix, we're not dealing with your typical Christmas weather like you guys might be having in other parts of the country. And we joked about shoveling snow earlier. There's no snow. I'm actually getting so hot I'm gonna have to take my warm clothes off. We're pretty spoiled here. But that's why we do these in the winter. We actually stop in the summer when it's 110 plus degrees. We don't build these. It would kill us. So our last video we built a free burrow for the Sierra Vista Police Department. And we made some jokes throughout that video about us using the restroom on the side of the road in a tube and getting caught. That was all a joke. Just so everybody knows, we're not actually using number 2 on the side of the road in our tubes, but if you watch any of our videos, you'll realize pretty quick that a lot of what we do is just screwing around, a lot of jokes. But, you know, we still always bring an extra tube with us, just in case the moment strikes. We can use our torta potties on the side of the road. We've accomplished what we came to accomplish. It was pretty difficult compared to what we normally do, being back in this corner, super tight spot. Everything went over the wall, but overall we accomplished what we wanted. So we have the tarp on there to help with waterproofing, and you can see how big of a ramp this is. I don't know how easy it is to see in the video, but this is a lot higher than it is down here. So you see we use this flagstone for kind of a porch. Any rain that falls is going to fall on the back side of this slope. It's going to run off to the rest of the plants in the garden, and it's never going to go inside that burrow. So I have 100% faith that this thing's never going to get water inside of it.
Oh, this is fabulous. Oh my gosh. This is perfect.
Cool. Of course. I'm glad you like it.
No, this is perfect. And he'll, this is where most of the spurge grows too, which seems to be his food of choice.
Perfect. We get dirt on our feet, we track it across the porch, and we never want to leave and have people think that we're slobs. All right, so we're all wrapped up with this one. We're just gonna try to make the grass look a little not so flattened out where we cruise through it. So we get everything loaded back up here, and then we'll sweep up the road and make it look nice. We don't want anybody to get in trouble with their HOA or anything. If you enjoyed this video, enjoy watching anything that we do and how we do it, and you want to support us helping these tortoises, be sure to hit that subscribe button after you watch this. That'll help us out. Appreciate it.